Microdose, yeah. Microdose, 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 dose. Microdose, microdose, dose. Microdose, microdose, dose.
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you. Well, I wish it was a new episode of the Microdose. Unfortunately, gonna have to go with a classic edition of the Kush and Kai Microdose, that is. We've been doing this podcasting thing now for like over 5 years now I feel comfortable going back into the archives and revisiting some old stuff. And we're going all the way back to December 8th, 2017, Kush and Kai Microdose number 2. We just called it a mini pod back then. And we are on the heels of Star Wars The Last Jedi. We go see it a week after this. And we talk about some things that we're looking forward to, some things that we are not hoping to see, and are wrong about everything, ultimately, because a week later, there's a review for it also on Kush and Kai. I forget what episode it is. It's like number 5, maybe number 7, whatever. Guys, hope you're getting ready for the holidays. I know I am. That's why we're no new edition this week. We will have Drew Angelman on the show next week, talking about our favorite movies of 2022. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're ahead of schedule, ready to get out all those great presents to your family and your friends and your loved ones. And hey, just maybe some people you don't even know. Like, let the spirit overtake you. Anyways, you know where to find us, guys. We're on Twitter at Kush_Hayes, at Kush and Kai, at Bosnet Brand. And, we also do a little thing around here called the Waffle Box. It's the best part of Wednesdays. The original Waffle Box, except no substitutions. Friend of the family, Mike Fish, is behind that, and we do that for you, as noted, every Wednesday. So let's not waste any more time. Kush and Kai, Microdose number 2, December 8, 2017. Go.
Welcome to Kush and Kai, the minisode, number 2, a redux. How are you, Kush?
I'm doing great, Kai. How you doing?
Fucking excellent.
I got this timer going because we went a little long on episode 1.
A little hot.
A little
spicy.
So this time I've got a 15-minute timer going, and this time, because we have hot mics going, I actually did not know that the timer itself, you could turn the volume off on it.
There's that. It does it's an Android. We happen to have a very similar phone. The S5, you have the S5 Sporty.
Yes. Take calls 5 meters underwater because it's a thing I do.
Do you?
All the time.
Oh, that's excellent.
I think it's actually just in case you drop it in the toilet.
And you need to make a call from that. You can't dislodge it, but you must call a plumber. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what that button's for. Wow, whole external button.
I found out about this button the hard way. As this time last year, I was a PA on the press junket for Star Wars Rogue One. And in the very first interview, at the 5-minute mark, as my man is given his answer.
Oh, gosh.
And then, for some reason, they did not edit this out of the YouTube video. You can hear me go, oh, sorry about that. Let me get that.
There you go.
And then the director finished his answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. It made it on there. Speaking of Rogue One, a Star Wars property, much like your headphones you're wearing, which I am jealous of. Mine do not say Star Wars anywhere on them, or have any Rebel or Imperial logos.
My earphones might be the last Star Wars product without a Porg attached to it.
There's that. Porg, they knew Porg would be big, but I think it's bigger than they thought.
Porg is bigger than they thought it would be because of the hipster crowd.
And then my daughter, who is 7 and not on YouTube, is talking in full sentences about wanting Porgs, wanting to know more about Porgs. I'm like, these effing wizards. How do they do that?
She's the target demographic.
She is the target demo.
It's small. It's fuzzy. It's got the huge eyes. What's not to like? It's cute.
It's all the things we love about Ewoks and some about Chewbacca, but cuter and more minion. This is a post-Minion world. When we're coming up with intellectual property to sell.
This character was absolutely workshopped.
Yeah.
How many what's the term I'm looking for here?
They've got engineers, they got consultants, they got
Consumer
designers.
groups.
Yeah,
How many
testing groups, focus groups. Yes, there's not only that sort of feedback, but I imagine there's like some of the psychological level stuff that they don't even know that they're paying attention to. Where it's like, well, you see in control group A, when the right flange was painted yellow and the hands were a juxtaposed off-white, the children preferred it 14% more, especially after the caffeinated cereal that we gave them. They employ margins count, like 2% more sales around the world. That makes careers, and these people are good at what they do. I have to say, I was thinking about how to incorporate how to accept porg into my life.
Wow.
Have you accepted porg as your personal Lord and Savior? Because it's coming.
Porg is my driver, not mine. Good God.
Could we hate it though? I mean,
we absolutely hate it.
Well, imagine. No, not. I mean, we could and we will. Sure. I mean, my daughter. I already hate things. My daughter loves reflexively. Most of them. But could this possibly? And I know the answer is no, absolutely not, because they workshopped it. We just talked about. Could they go in the direction of? Could they Jar Jar at some juncture?
Oh, it's very possible this thing could Jar Jar.
It could, couldn't it?
It absolutely could. We've only heard one soundbite out of this thing, and that's Chewbacca smacking it.
Yeah.
Which the audience approved.
Well, it was yelling, too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was yelling, and then he hit it, and then everybody liked that.
And the audience approved of the violence on a creature.
Exactly. So we like the violence. We dig Chewbacca. It's being initiated into the furry comic relief cult. And... yeah, they could fuck this up still. It's possible.
Who do you think has the best meme right now, the Porgs or Thanos?
Really? See, comparing memes is tough because for however good one might have been in a situation, it's all contextually relative.
Right.
Some are just bigger and more powerful. But both of those, Thanos and Porg, they loom large in our consciousness. So, how do you feel? If I read correctly... for Rogue One. Did you enjoy Rogue One?
Rogue One was okay. It was not fun, is the problem I had with it.
That's a good way to describe it, because...
I enjoyed the story we were on. Mm-hmm. I understood we didn't have much depth to the character, because we just got to get to this mission right now.
Exactly.
Obviously, the Death Star. Mm-hmm. They get the plans.
We know what happened.
The Darth Vader scene, fine. It's a great scene, but I didn't wet my pants over it.
Obviously, to me, if you needed to pick a thing to show from that movie, it would be just that and only that.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. That Vader scene where he's just cutting through dudes right before A New Hope starts is wonderful.
It's great. So, overall, again, I liked it, but it was not fun. It's not something I want to go back and revisit.
How do you remember the movie ending?
With hope.
With hope? Wait, with hope?
Carrie Fisher's word.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. However, for Rogue One, where they all die.
Yeah, they all die.
They all die.
Okay.
Now, there's a sequel coming. With the same cast.
What?
Yes.
Where?
This was a rumor I read.
That's a rumor.
Rumor, everybody. Rumor alert.
But they
all perished! No. There's a sequel in the works. And possibly a third movie.
I'm calling bullshit on this guy, but go ahead.
I didn't want to believe it either. Maybe they've killed it again by now. But anyway, it would purportedly, they were just going to bring them back. And we're going to see further adventures. And or more, we might see the same, they might do themselves to what happened in episode 7. Wherein they had to resynthesize the entire hero myth, the Elder passing on his information, the Empire, and the Death Star. We needed to go touch all of those points again. But if they're going to, again, get into a situation where it's life or death that they deliver the plans, I highly counsel them not to do that.
So are they doing like an Evil Dead 2 thing?
I think so.
Remaking Rogue One? That's going to be funnier this time.
They're just it seems like they're remaking Rogue One. But
no.
Inside that, because I did just see Return of the Jedi again, and was reminded that Mon Mothma, the lady in white who leads the thing, who's hanging out with Admiral Akbar, he also looks like he'd be delicious over rice, by the by. But so they're hanging out, and she's talking about how many Bothans died getting this information. It seems
that's the Return of the Jedi, though.
Return of the Jedi. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah, because Rogue One predates A New Hope.
Gotcha.
And so if they did another one, I would imagine that it would be about the second leg.
Between Empire and Jedi. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the same cast or just similar looking?
Okay, here's how I think this works, because here's how I think this would go, and this is the easiest possible right. We saw, what was it, the robot.
Yes.
Okay.
DS9.
He got shot, right?
Mhm.
But it's a fucking robot, right? It is very believable to me that you just kind of cut back there. There's smoke and debris settling, but he just kicks back awake because he's got some kind of like dead switch protocol.
Or, he's in the Star Wars cloud.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point, because I wanted to fight the idea of like, no, don't do it again. It's like, we're gonna get so much we are in the process of getting so much Star Wars. Do you know how they make pate?
No, I don't.
Where they force feed ducks or geese
Oh, okay.
to infatten their
Right.
liver,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
This is what is happening with us and Star Wars. Our livers will be able to be harvested for Star Wars-based pate.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just there's no end in sight. It's Star Wars forever.
It's Star Wars all the way down.
Star Wars forever.
So, I don't know what...
And I'm okay, but I'm also prepared. I'm prepared for the Han Solo movie to just suck balls.
Why are you waiting for Suck Balls? I'm actually more hopeful for that one than maybe a second...
Because we don't need Han Solo's backstory. It never occurred to me that this is some sort of nickname or whatever. Just
So you're concerned about something possibly that I am very concerned about, which is I'm trying to get used to the idea of being what is it? Well, it's not dressage. Is it corsage? There's a word for force feeding.
like gorging.
Yeah, it's so I want to get used to just having this shovel forced into my face.
Right.
So wanting to find something to like about that. Donald Glover, huge fan.
Sure.
I dig, there's a lot of pre-Star Wars-y history that they really did away with when George Lucas said, hey, the sequels, or the prequels, there was a whole novelization universe that they swept under the rug.
Yeah.
It was discarded. And so it is a chance for them to be like, oh, there was stuff in their past that I was attached to, and then there was other stuff that this is stupid and written by a child. And so in them sort of reforging that, I don't know necessarily what Han Solo past there is.
The best case scenario is it's good.
Yeah,
but it won't be great.
Here's what follow me here. Here's what I'm concerned about, and I think you are too at some level. The second that poor actor steps on screen as Han Solo, and it's not Harrison Ford, that's where the problem is.
Yes.
How are we going to deal with that?
I've never heard of the actor before. I don't have his name in front of me now.
Because I haven't looked it up. I don't even know what they're doing. But at the same time, wouldn't you prefer that Disney, or have liked to have heard that Disney was working on a time machine to kidnap young Harrison Ford from another dimension and bring him here and make him do that? I would prefer that.
The smarter thing might be to
I would prefer that.
Take this guy's physical body.
Mm-hmm.
He's already made the movie, whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
But then take Harrison Ford's old face and just superimpose it on his body.
Digitize it.
And just Grand Moff Tarkin it.
They got a Moff Tarkin him in.
People
What did
are
you
gonna
think?
It's weird.
Folks, Grand Moff Tarkin appeared... Oh, God, I forget the actor's name. Don't name
Peter
it.
Cushing.
Peter Cushing appeared in Rogue One, long after he'd been deceased. There were folks that I was in the audience with that I could tell was because I could hear the conversation going on. Hey, that's a VR. That's a CG guy.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't real.
Yeah.
How did it look to you?
Fine. It looked fine. Because guess what? I hear everyone say the uncanny valley and this and that and the other. And why not just hire an actor?
Mm-hmm.
They've hired an actor before. At the end of episode 3, Moff Tarkin, Commodore Tarkin, whatever rank he is, he's standing right there. It's a guy in a rubber mask. It looks way fucking weirder. Okay, so
It does.
It's a small CGI thing. It's only getting better.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. looks 18. Carrie Fisher looks 22.
Oh, the Robert Downey
Grandma.
Jr. youngening that they did at the beginning of was it Civil War? That looked really good.
Yeah,
yeah, that was
This is no
believable.
different than that.
Who was his dad? Was it Ed Begley or
Civil War?
Senior Stark?
Yeah,
He cruised through for a second. He was in that scene. Where he's young.
I don't know the actor's name.
Good times. Okay, are you looking forward to the next Star Wars?
I'm looking forward to episode 8. We're going to see that next week.
Yeah.
We're going to have a review right after it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys now, we're just going to spoil the hell out of it. So just keep that in mind. Download it. see Star Wars 8 and then listen with us.
Guys, did we spoil things in this episode? We probably did. I said some shit about Rogue One. I said they all died at the end.
No, we're spoiling shit for episode 8 when we talk about it.
Oh, episode 8. Yeah, no, we're gotta be. This is a way pre-spoiler.
Yeah.
Are there any other spoilers that I can? Yeah, I don't even know any. The only ones that are like is about Luke and what the next steps. Because I think that's what this movie is about, essentially. Which I'm glad they're going to get to some actual plot about what a fucking Jedi is. Mm-hmm. We're only waiting. So, but this movie, supposedly, like, Luke, is trying to see another side. Rather than just good and evil, the one and the other, there's some other way here. And it involves the first Jedi Temple. And also somebody else pointed out online, there's a shot in the trailer of books on a bookshelf. We've never seen a book in this universe before. Oh, maybe they burned all the books. A Fahrenheit 451 scenario played out.
Remember that there has to be a library in that huge Jedi temple in Episode 3.
Indeed,
it's like 12 city blocks wide.
It is, but what if it's just like the equivalent of Thomas the Tank Engine level discourse of just videos? It's bigger than
the Staples Center.
Just
it's bigger
videos.
than the O2 Arena.
Just videos. Coruscant's huge. It's bigger than even the O2 Arena. Okay, we shouldn't talk about it anymore. We're going to get in trouble. All right, everybody. This has been a mini-sode from Kush and Kai. Check us out at kushandkai.com. Follow us on the Facebook. Like us on the Facebooks. Follow us on Twitter. Touch us on Instagram. Look at us on Snapchat. Rub us on YouTube. Jump over us on MySpace. And high-five us on Friendster.
Microdose, 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 yeah, microdose.
From the Bosnet family,